Please like and subscribe for more. This is a leopard gecko, and this is how you peel the skin off when they're setting their skin. That way, I guess they can shed their skin more easily, and sometimes they need help, or at least they can use a little bit of help. You have to be very careful when doing the tail though, because they can shed their tail. So you just have to be very slow and gentle, so you can see the color underneath. A lot of people, when they have these, they will turn pale like this, and see, they'll think they're sick or something like that, but they're fine. They're just setting their skin. You see, like this tail and bright color there. So you just wanna slowly peel it back. Just reveals the stunning colors underneath. Just have to do it very, very gently with the tail, otherwise they will drop their tails, and then that can be really not good, because that's where they store all their food. Because in nature, they naturally store most of their food and fat in their tail. So then they can go long periods of time without eating, sometimes even like a month without eating, and they'll be okay, or drinking. Much more than people. That it's soft. The skin is very soft. Note, you can see all the little indentation and bumps. I'm not sure if you can, on the camera, how well that's coming through, but you can see all the little bumps on his skin, how it comes through. You can see the color is revealed underneath the stunning orange of this guy. He's just liking it right now. He's just like, oh yes, thank you. So he's sitting. This is nice. You gotta be very careful around the eyes though. They're, all animals, they're sensitive there. I get some of the belly. Quite satisfying. Just peeling it up. This does not hurt them at all. It's the problem a lot of times in captivity, is that they have a hard time. In nature, in captivity, there aren't any sharp rocks and such, like in nature, for them to essentially get it off, where it scrapes off over time. It's looking a little like a mummy. Sometimes it is best just to let them crawl out. See how he's crawling out of his own skin? Just get it caught. And he'll just crawl right out of it. You look at the stunning color from the beginning. Look at that. or even this side of his head in comparison to this side. The fingers and toes are the hardest, because that's the part where they need to just crawl out on their own. The rest of it you can peel up, but the most important part is the fingers and toes, because they're very delicate. If you don't do it correctly, they can break. You know, what's like our fingers can break, of course, except they're tiny, so it takes much less effort. So it's very important that if you have one of these guys and he's setting like this, that you don't peel off the stuff around their toes, their fingers or toes, whatever you want to call them, so that they don't hurt them, so you don't hurt them. See, there you go. So you crawled right out of it. And just give him 1 second here. I'll do this. He should do the same thing for the other one. So you can see the pattern there on the skin. That you don't want to pull though, otherwise, you know, they can dislocate them, do not good things. Yeah, that's something a lot of times the best thing, just to hold it and let them go out of it on their own, jerk out. Especially when it comes to the more delicate parts around their eyes. There you go. He got his other back one out now. So a lot of times it's best just to hold it and let them crawl out. It's like taking off a piece of clothing. Whoops. Come on back up. Come on back up, small one. There you go. Because that's the thing with reptiles like this. It's important to do this a lot of times, because otherwise it can get stuck in their eyes and then they can get an eye infection even. See how he's doing that? It's just because it's not only over, it's a lot of times over their eyes too. It'll get stuck over their eyes, and then see how he's moistening his eye right now with his tongue. That's what they're geckos, so that's what they do. It's fun. It's probably a relief actually for that. You want to see that? Okay. Oh. Hey, there you go. Just like a piece of clothing. Just look at that. You can see all the little fingers. You can see like the little claws sticking out of it. And the other finger. You always want to make sure that you pull from the back though. Never pull straight out. Like I said, almost like you're taking off. Like, um, like imagine yourself taking off a long sleeve sweater, and you just take it off and you keep and you're like sweaty or something. So that these sleeves turn inside out. That's always what you want to do. Otherwise, with these guys, won't come off nicely otherwise, and it'll come off like in little bits and pieces, and it will just be generally a bad, just not good. See, right now I'm holding it where it was pulled back from the top, never from the fingers. Never hold it from the act. Like if you look, I'm holding it from the where it was upper earlier, never directly where it was attached to the ends of the fingers. Sometimes people do that, and then that can hurt the lizard. Come on. It's breaking a little bit there. And there you go. Look at the stunning colors on them in comparison before. You see everything is nice. But if there's a part like this sometimes, or just doesn't want to come off, sometimes it's best just to leave it until it eventually wears off, especially if it's on the ends of the finger like this. I'm gonna try just another second here to see if I can get it off, but if I can't, I might just have to leave it till later date. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pull. You wanna go somewhere? It's breaking. One interesting thing about these guys is that the more if you feed them more, they'll grow faster, and then they'll shed their skin more often. These guys, they're actually a really good beginner pet because they don't bite usually. It's a very rare occurrence that these guys bite. Like I've never gotten bitten by this guy ever, and I've had him for years. So they're really good in that respect, and unlike a dog or a cat or anything else, if you forget to feed them for a few days, or leave for a week, it's not a big deal at all. They're gonna be fine. Just maybe give them a little extra food beforehand. But like I said, these guys can like go a month without food or water. So although they're not gonna like it, I'm not recommending you only feed them once a month. You want to feed them at least once a week, probably twice a week. That's about usually to keep them healthy. But they can get the best way to determine the thing. I've known people that feed them more and they're okay, but the best thing to determine is their tail size. Like this to about maybe about a third more is okay, but you don't want to go too much more than that, because if you do, then they can they're gaining too much weight, their tail is becoming too big, and they'll drop it eventually because it's just too big, it's too heavy. And that's really bad for them, because then if you do that happens, then you really will have to feed them every day until they regain a bit of this tail, because that's where all their food, like here, or here, or here, or here, like normal, like people, most of our fat is stored, as many of us know, like here in our bellies. So these guys, none of it is stored there. It's all stored in the tail. So if you want to if these guys want to drop their weight, all they have to do is drop their tail. That's easy. And if only people could do that. That would be, instead of having to exercise or do the injection stuff like they're advertising. Let's see. Yeah. Do you want to get that stuff off? I'm gonna try. These guys are also really nice because they will just, if you want to handle these guys, they're so nice that way, because they'll just sit there basically. They'll climb up on this guy, like I know this guy, he'll just climb up on your shoulder and just like sit there. Like when I'm doing stuff, he'll just sit there and it's coming off. And it will just be nice. Another thing is that these guys, this is particularly not a regular one. It is actually a special one, because a lot of them don't have the patterns. Like this guy actually has lost a little bit of his pattern. He used to be striped more, so that's one thing. He's kept the tail though, the distinctive black. It's come in all different colors, like black and stuff. But it looks like this little piece here, he doesn't want gone quite yet. So it's good to see if he'll let me. Yeah, he doesn't want that off. Well, no. In that case, it's sometimes good just to leave it. Yeah, he doesn't want that off. In this case, I'll just leave it until a later date. It'll eventually wear off, especially if it's on his feet like that. So that's all. That's all. But yeah, I would absolutely recommend getting one of these. They are great pets. They're nice. They're not venomous, something or anything, and they're just good. They're generally just good first pets. Okay, well, that's all for now.